Coverage you can count on begins in Aiken, where members of one house of worship are looking for the person or people responsible in a string of vandalisms. Aiken Bureau Chief Sean Cabbage has the story.
Belvedere Baptist Church vandalized 7 times since Christmas, but senior leadership here say that it's not about the crimes, but reaching the people involved to help change their path forward.
There's a frustration element to it.
Belvedere Baptist Church is trying to figure out who's responsible for not 1 or 2 vandalisms, but
7 times since Christmas.
With the most recent incident happening Wednesday afternoon.
They had originally broke out these top 2, or these middle 2, and then, like I said, Wednesday afternoon, they came and popped that one out.
While nothing was stolen, each time the suspect or suspects broke several windows out at the site where the church's classes are held. The building is farther away from the main sanctuary, the least lit of the church's property.
They came out and moved a light pole for us and put a light on this side of the building.
Earl Welch is the pastor of Belvedere Baptist Church. He says he's not really sure what would cause someone to vandalize their property, but life issues may be responsible for their actions.
Growing up, I had my issues like most of us did. Be lying if I said I hadn't broken a window or 2 myself. But usually it was in a car in the woods, though. It wasn't in an occupied place. But you know, that's what made the difference. Somebody reached into my life and loved me and touched me.
In a community that he says is full of folks simply not getting the love they need, Belvedere is working to find a way to provide options for neighborhood children in the area.
As last week, we've been approached by some other people about joining and partnering up to try to provide some opportunities over the summer.
And following the incident, the church installed surveillance cameras and worked to replace the broken windows. And although the church wants to find out who's responsible, it's a love of a higher power that Pastor Welch wants to share with them.
Hurting people hurt people. For these kind of incidents to happen, that's a wounded person. The goal is not to catch them, the goal is to reach them with the love of Jesus and the love of God. And I think that's what I want this incident to open our eyes to.
And of course, if you have any information on these incidents, just give the Aiken County Sheriff's Office a call. I'm in Belvedere, South Carolina tonight. Sean Cabbage, WJBF News Channel 6.